Clear as mud, just low. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. All right, there we go. Is that better? All right, we finna go and do our face care routine. Because y'all have always been asking me why y'all face be so shiny, why your face be looking glowing. So I'm finna show you how. Mods, people in chat who are regulars, if anybody speaking to me, just let them know that I'm handling this. Let me do this so y'all can see me. Right? I think this is better. All right. So number one, whenever you're approaching men, when you're washing your face, you want to first, this is what I like to do. I like to get a rag, right? I like to get a rag. All right. What I love to do sometimes, right? I take off my ring, I get my towel, right? And basically just do the base necessities, right? I'll start off and I'll wash my face, with cold water, and then we'll work our way to warm water, okay? You know, I dampen my towel, right? Dampen my towel, and I'm washing my face. I'm getting all the eye boogers, all the crusties out, everything, right? Making sure that I'm, you know, washing. And this, I'm gonna put my bonnet back on because I just had a lineup, and so I don't want my enhancement to mistakenly come off. So I'm just gonna wash my face. So, you know, rub it. Sometimes, I like to personally get some soap a little bit, right? And I will, and again, it's different for everybody, but this is what, I've seen that works for me, right? I'll get some soapy hands, right? Make sure it's clean though. Your hands are clean, which my hands are. And then you'll just rub into your face, you'll wash, get some of the dirt and stuff, just basically getting ready to prepare so when it's time, and some of you may be asking, well, won't this dry your skin out? Yes, but this is where we come back and we reapply and we are about to moisturize, right? I like to clean my face, get, where my eyes is, and, not in my eyes, but around them, just basically briskly. Now I'm gonna just take my dampen towel and I'm just gonna wipe it, right? So I personally use Dove, like a soothing soap. Just making sure I'm getting all that soap and stuff out again. So once I see all my soap is gone, that soap doesn't get in your eyes. This is just me. People have different soaps for, the face and stuff. I'm just doing it basically, you know, bare hand routine, right? Then afterwards, right, I'm looking at my face. Everything looks cool, clean, calm, collected, cool. All right, so now I'm going to get I'm going to clean the dirt, some deep seated dirt off, right? That you don't see when you sweat, when you're wearing certain fabric and clothes over the day, right? I'm going to use this thing called Sea Breeze, right? Sea Breeze astringent for sensitive skin, right? This is what I use. So it removes trapped oil, just again, different dirt, from your neck and stuff. So what I love to use, me and my wife both love to use woven exfoliating rounds. I'm going to, right, douse my pad, right? I'm going to squeeze a little bit to where now I have a bit on the pad. Then you're going to go across, make sure you get where your nose bridge is. Make sure you get under your mouth. Make sure you get your cheekbones, the top of your nose, because really on the top of your nose, you be having a lot of trapped dirt on there. So you got to make sure you're getting that, right? And then what I'll do, I'll take the extra in and I'll clean and go to my neck behind my ears, right? Right? So I was sweating last night. So this is essential for me, right? I was sweating. This is essential. Yeah, what up, what up, what up? So for those that don't know, again, this is what I'm using, right? So if your pad is not looking dirty, either A, you're not doing it right, or you already scrubbed it enough. Like, whenever, you hop in the shower, please make sure you wash behind your ears. Make sure you clean your neck. I'll use witch hazel. See, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody has I actually used to use witch hazel. This This is another form of it. It's just different. You know, as a man, one thing I pride myself on, I'm not gonna say pride, but one thing I really try to accomplish is that my wife never looks at me and be like, man, my husband don't ever take care of himself. She can't say that with me. You feel me? Wifey, Jordy J is coming with it. You feel me? So, yeah, I used that in the past. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go again around my neck. I'm just, you know, getting stuff I didn't catch. Go the back of your neck, right? You can do a little bit under. See, I have a beard, so I can't like do all of that. But on the second round, it shouldn't be as dirty or anything, especially if you've done it right, right? Because I ain't worried about my face because I've already, you know, it wasn't too much on there, especially since we soaked it and, you know, wiped it all off or whatever. So yeah, can you use tree oil for your beard? You can use that. But what I use for my beard, which I'm going to get to, is coconut oil. I use extra organic and virgin coconut oil. You can go to your local Costco's or your Sam's Club, Member Smart, you know, whatever. You can get that. By the way, I'm going to just put the shameless plug, right? Dr. Bronner's is a good tool to bathe with. I'm going to get some cream for my face. This is dry. I've been using this on dry skin cream, but it's not dry. It really helps bring out or helps your face to be moisturized and to really accentuate your shine. You basically cleaned it, deep cleaned it, exfoliated, all that crap. So now I'm going to get some cream. I'm going to get about a dot, not too much because I'll be coming off too shiny. So I got about a fingertip of it, right? So now I'm going to rub it on my face. And now we're going to proceed in circular motions to do this. So because I feel like I didn't have enough, right? Now you're starting to see my face have a little bit of a shine to it. So I'm just going to put a little bit more, not too much. And it's okay if you put a little bit around your neck, you know? So now my skin is looking hydrated, looking shiny, looking moisturized than before, right? So now, and you're gonna really see it on camera. You're gonna really see it on camera. All right. And sometimes what I like to do as a shame, like as sometimes I like to add a little bit extra flair to it, but I like to use the Snail moisturizer, like a little bit of a, you know, just a dab of it, just to solidify my moisture, right? If that makes sense, right? I'm just gonna, you know, just tap it lightly, and we cool. We cool. So now, basically, you know, you now see with my skin, right? You now see with my skin the moisture, the shine of it, right? It's clear, it feels composed, it feels moisturized, right? So, come on, Snail. Yes, you know ball. You know ball. You feel me? So, I use a little bit of that. And I mean, look, my nose feels good. My face feels good. It feels shiny, right? So I want to put my fellas on. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait, I'm sorry. We're not done. We got to do my beard. I get a continuous spray bottle, right? See, I just got a fresh cut, so my lineup is good, right? Shout out to Equate Barbershop. Of course, it's very essential to wash your beard, you know, keep your beard moisturized and everything. So what keeps my beard looking full and looking, you know, very, very luscious in a way, right? So I get a continuous spray bottle. And what a continuous spray bottle is, it's just literally a spray bottle that's just, you know, it's gonna keep going once you know, it's gonna keep spraying until it's done. You know, so I like to spray it extra multiple times. I'm gonna cover my mic just to make sure that water don't get on it, but it's not, you know, a big mess. You can spray it and it's like it's continuously going. I hope you see that. You know what I'm saying? Men's healthcare, men's care. So I like to get my beard nice, and you know, a little bit wet right here. Okay. So once I get it wet, right, I get my coconut oil. Ain't nothing worse than a man with a stare of facts. All right, so I get some of my coconut oil. So now I'm starting to rub through my beard gently, gently. I'm rubbing all in between, making sure that it's on the bottom. You know, if you want to, you could put a little bit more, but I think what I have is good. I'm just gonna do just a tad bit more. And what I do is I get a brush like this, right? And a brush that will knock out the knots, that will detangle it. So, you know, by the time that coconut oil is settled in, your beard should be soft. Look at how it's accentuated its glow. Y'all see that? Hold on, let me turn on this other light back here. My beard looks pretty good, pretty dang good. I'm just gonna make sure to look at a few spots. That is very, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I take care of my skin every day. That's how I take care of my beard every day.